What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another review video. And this is the Friday SmackDown review on the post show after the Rumble on February 7, 2025. Where we're going to be talking about what exactly is going down what exactly went down on uh, this, on tonight's episode of the Blue Brand, and which features uh, a very magnificent main event, but a shocking twist of a shocking return. We haven't seen this absent wrestler in perhaps over a month, I guess you could say. And we also got we also have what's happened. We also got some pretty intriguing stuff, like and some teasers, like who the men's and women's Royal Rumble winners are going to be facing, trying to make it a little less unpredictable. Even though you all know it may not be worth doing, but it's best try to do so. This is where they showed all the recaps of who won at the Rumble and from start to finish. But it's where they show everybody that was live streaming at the time was showing their shocked reaction. And yes, sir, man, we will be seeing the man of the Yeet Master. We'll be heading to WrestleMania, but it's where we got main event Jey Uso and tease some things, even though he gave a detailed answer about the about who Jey Uso was gonna face. That's where but before he get in the ring, where he had a fan doing a pretty cool Yeet wave, like when his theme music got playing and he making his entrance. That's where we got him in the ring. That's where then he mentioned this win this past last Sunday, actually, more like or Saturday, actually. But yeah, this is where we got when Jey Uso was doing the whole celebration, like probably a couple minutes straight, is where he finally got on the microphone, got into seriousness, take off the shades. This was like, man, if Jey Uso is now in your city, in Memphis is where the fans start saying along with him. This is where we got. This is where fans start chanting the Yeet repeatedly. This is where Jey Uso like, look, like I had a hell of a week, guys. And this is where fans start saying Yeet, like if he's saying a word that make him say, what? This was like, I'm doing this for my friends, my family, and even my fans. He's like, and you were the 2025 men's Royal Rumble winner. Like, here he is right here, this word. This word got Jey Uso to continue after trying to add more gas like leverage into the fire of the fuel fire of a was that word the fuel fire of advance of positive reaction to the main event Yeet Master, which I was kind of expecting the fans that were in attendance that was going to be just supporting to the main event Yeet Master, but it's where the fans are chanting Yeet and main event and like just me, Uso, whatnot. Is where we got main event Jey Uso then got back on the microphone. Is where he's like, okay, like now time let's get on the further ado. Like I won the Royal Rumble, and now like the reason why I'm in this ring because I know the championship that I failed to get in for the last couple of attempts that I tried. And this where then he pointed out was the American Nightmare that occurred, which he found putting in of the Reign of Terror from his cousin's reign, but it's where This is where we got like on page 14 and 1408, like Cody Rhodes ended up coming out. This is where then he had his championship in hand up to this is where he tell the Memphis crowd and main event Jey Uso what do they want to talk about. This is where we got. This is where the Cody Rhodes is like, yeah, like I know what you want to know. Like speaking of talking about something, like I know what you want to talk about, main event Jay. And this is where then Jey Uso was clueless of what to say to him. This is where we're going. This is where Jey Uso's like yeah, like, you know why I'm here? This is what Cody Rhodes. He's like, you do. Like I here to take two choices. I can stand across from you, like going one on one at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. Rob me. And then I was like, but we got on the other hand, we got the World Heavyweight Championship on the other. This is where then it kind of made sense to even put, yeah, was like trying to bury some beef like that they don't really have. Is what Cody Rhodes said in response saying, okay, it's quite of a choice less than to make. Like, and he's like, I want to talk to my doctor told me to tell, like, he's like, yeah, like, it's out the knee or the drain, like, appeared to. This is where he's like, this is where then he started pointing out, like, yeah, this doctor may be the nice guy, but the one thing he isn't is a WWE champion. This is where then Cody was like, yeah, he is the good. No, I'm trying to, excuse me. This is where Cody Rhodes was very, pointing out that he was very happy and proud that the that the underdog Uso finally won his first ever Royal Rumble. Where Cody Rhodes like, this was like in that time, like after taking that away from for 4 years, like that's your sign to point that like this is your WrestleMania main event, Jay. Like and you and I, when we actually had some good moments because we won tag team championship gold, like we have a libation or two, and Cody Rhodes went on saying like, yeah, you know, this was reason to build right off in Bill Street. It's where fans are cheering more higher than that. This is where them. This is where we got Cody Rhodes and did that. And Jay, as much as he has this choice, he has to come to WrestleMania for this title reign to be fully complete. Like not only he had to go to WrestleMania, not only had to be in the main event, he has to win with the referee in hand. This is what Cody Rhodes like. Let's get a memory out of him. And, like, ever is the first time, it will indeed to be the last time. But that's where then he started asking Jacob Fatu, do you feel him? This was grown. What I'm talking about, Cody Rhodes said this to his cousin, main event Jey Uso, which he was thinking like maybe. That's where then he was thinking about considering, but before he can even make that into his answer, this is where we got Jacob Fatu, of the new bloodline of Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. This is where they're heading out to the ring, even though they weren't mentioned by name. This is where Jacob Fatu's like I'm a like a year ago, Cody, you became the championship, but I'm gonna take it back to my family where it belongs. And that's for right now, my family needs such a big opportunity with that title back. And that's where then we got. This where then we got. This where then what's his name? Jacob Fatu's like, why did they text me? Jey Uso because Mr. Yeet Man like good fans like 10 years. That's where then Jacob Fatu's like. This where But this is where we got Jey Uso was not trying to pretend that he wasn't this because they just trying to turn him away. But this is where then we got to take off to call him out for that. This is where take off to like, baby, like you sure hell. I would be honest if I did have any family members in the business, which I have a few. But this is where we got Jey Uso took offense to that. He super kicked Kamataka right to the face. While we got the legend super kicks. No legend, what I'm talking about, the Samoan werewolf, I should say, then attacks him. Like, that's why he ends up getting super kicked by Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes grabs him. That's why we got. That's where we got Jacob out too. They went grab on the apron, which I go grab on the maneuver. That's where he gets pushed right into Cody Rhodes, which he ends up hitting the Cody cutter. But somehow he got back up and up, and luckily Jey Uso got back up in time. Good line to get. That's where then like they had the double close out because those certain two guys that fought each other in the main event of that big spectacular pay-per-view of the year. That's where we got main event Yeet Master like on this theme song again. And what are your thoughts on main event Jey Uso having this theme song period? And do you think it's too bad? Yeah. But this is where we got Bianca Belair and Naomi was heading out to the ring because Naomi was. This is where we got next up. We got the match. Let me know down in the comment section right down below. And what are your thoughts on this? Like, do you think that were you expecting this tag team match to happen? Which that also was unpredictable, I guess you could say. And but let me know. Let's get. But this way, before they can get their match ready, which is gonna be in the main event, I'm gonna talk about because it gets the silver trophy. This way, we got Chelsea Green and came out with her bodyguard and partner Piper Niven to get her ready for the tag team match. This is where we got. But that's where we got an Elimination Chamber qualifying match up next because it was Bianca Belair taking on what's her name, Piper Niven, and man, like these girls know how to swing it out of the park when it comes to them in the ring. And let's say there was nowhere near different in this time, but it's right than Bianca Belair sent Piper right to the upper left side, just hitting some shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. This is where it goes right on top of the ball over with a 1, 2. He goes for a count like that's where. Well, the thing is, like, Piper never managed to get back up before the count of 10 was even attempted. This is where she ended up clocking Bianca with the clothesline. This is where we got. But anyways, it says right here. But anyways, you got. Sorry about that, the delays and stuff. Still a little tired, but still I can do this. Let's continue. Here we go. commercial. The Piper Niven pretty much the reason why she is the EST of WWE. They call it that for a reason. Until we got Piper Niven sitting there to the left side, hit a dive, started beating her down a bit, even though the partial powerful force and all the professional wrestling came on. This is where we got. Let's see what happened after the adverse, where we got Piper Niven go up into the top rope. This is where we got Piper Niven try to go for a springboard drop maneuver, like orders to her partner. This is where Bianca Belair tried to go for a KOD, but this is where it ended up not going according to plan. This is where she gets Nike slam. This is where we got. This is where we got. What's her name? Bianca Belair going for. No, it was the sidewalks. I think it was a sidewalk slam by. This is where we got. This is where we got. What's her name? Piper Niven was back in control in the hold, like of being in the offensive side. Despite what the fans are chanting for EST, this is where she tried to body slam Bianca, but Bianca for Bernard went to the right. This is where she moved out of the way right after Piper Niven tried to hit her way to spear tackle. What's her name's against her, but this is where she pick up Bianca Belair. This is where Bianca Belair picks up what's her name off the top of Piper Niven to hit the KOD, which was, I believe, the guarantee because the second attempt was not count. But this is like more like a second attempt right here, more than last. He has the 1-2-3 that way, and the winner of this match, Bianca Belair. And the start on the SmackDown side and the women's number one contenders elimination chamber. Like no doubt about it right here at this point. But this is where they show the two entrants like we got. This is where we got. This is where next up, like, well, before I get into what are your thoughts on Bianca Belair getting this opportunity of facing at the women's elimination chamber match? Let me know in the comments. Do you think she'll be the winner and perhaps face on like Rhea Ripley? And the reason why I'm saying that because you like. But what is it? That's when Nick was ridiculous. Then, when it was Carmelo Hayes, then I was like, can you get the rooms and was on with some Katana and Kaden? That's what they call him rude. Maybe use some non-PG language. But it's where then, one day Carmelo Hayes like, you know, make my latest opponent more like into reality. He went, that's where Nick was ridiculous. Was like, oh, like I figured go out there because that's what I told the Raw GM, like, and I had to go answer. This where, but this is where we got Nick was the ridiculous reinsert like Melo will be going one-on-one with Penta, just like it was the week before that. And not Penta, what the no, what am I even talking about right now? Why am I? I'm so dumb. Like he said, like really, he said he will be going one-on-one tonight against Akira Tozawa. And it was like how I would originally really thought of it, but I thought that was not possible considering that Akira Tozawa looking like if he's gonna get some type of redemption. But this is where we got. This is where we got. What happened again? It was. What happened? It was this is where we got that match set up. I want to ask you a question. Who do you think is gonna win between the what they call it, the what are your thoughts on to this feud between Melo and Akira Tozawa? Again, this minor feud in the Blue Brand Friday nights. Let me know in the comments. But let's move on to the next slide. This is where the Miz then start trying to give a deal to Andrade that he can refuse. But what looks like it was going to be a done deal. This is where he declines and then walked away. This is where Cody Rhodes came in. And this is where then the Miz is like Cody, this is the perfect guy to see. Like these new young guys, like don't have no respect for y'all, for us in general. Period. That's what and Cody Rhodes like. I completely agree on that, and we're like, this is where then Cody Rhodes then reassured the A-lister that he don't need his back. This is where then, this was, but it's where the Miz like, yeah, this is very exciting because when you won like that championship, yeah, you were the man of the Cody Rhodes. But this where we got the Miz to put up about the safety concerns, like with Cody Rhodes, like who's going to be against next for the WWE Championship. Which looked very similar to my Rise mode in a way, like with the Miz dressing like that. I couldn't say with Cody Rhodes. But that's where it's like it's going to cost a heavy penny for the make. But we're going to make sure everything is all neat and set up. This is where Cody Rhodes. But this is where next up we get to the next slide. And I want to ask you this question: Who do you think Jey Uso is going to pick? Which unfortunately he didn't mention, but he did made a reference about could go back to Monday. Maybe he could go after cut his belt, and both him and Cody could be champions. Like pull the from over 20 years, which I'm not sure if I should mention it right here, even on the podcast. Already banned if I mentioned him by name before. One's like a legend, while the other is it just happened and it happened like when things didn't go his way. But anyways, this is where we got Drew McIntyre came out because he has plenty of things to say. Maybe I was like, maybe some of it has something to do with him being going at it with LA Knight backstage. But luckily, I guess you could say like that didn't end up happening. It's where we got Drew McIntyre standing on the top rope. It's where then fans are chanting for Drew McIntyre. So like, yeah, I'm glad I got some of the fans. It's where like, you know what, man, screw Monday Night Raw, Drew McIntyre. Like, is the heel that's finally back here on Friday Night SmackDown, thanks to the transfer window, which I assume has something to do with AJ Styles moving from Raw to SmackDown. But it's really you know, thinking about like in a car for free kitty, like it, like what he said, like him trying to be calm, punting it, like he's like, and then he's like, after I was eliminated behind by a coward. Like I went to the back and I got pretty angry, like just basically just referencing and mentioning about this backstage outburst and berserk he went to. And he was after that he left by driving away from the car, went go home, go to sleep, but he woke up, got to the calm place and the infamy like he was like and I'm he was like, and I looked fondly about somebody next to my hot wife, and it was me, myself in the mirror. He was like, look at this handsome muck. And this was like, why are you so angry all the time? And he asked, he was like, well, that's because Monday Night Raw, the toxic workplace, people going to stab him in the back. And yeah, you good person that you tell to. Like, you're apparently the bad guy. Like, not quite what Adam Pearce would do. Like, because you don't know what he's doing. Is where we got. This is what the dramatic time to tell us that what is what this is when the dramatic Titan pointed out that he was allowed to come to SmackDown thanks to the GM himself, Nick was the ridiculous, saying like you don't know how to be that boring Drew, you can be the Drew however you want to be. And it's just like you can sit out for the throne like if you're the king of this industry. But it's when the Drew McIntyre assured the fans like he's ready for the WWE Championship, and it looked like guys could be hitting and do it more sooner rather than later because here comes Jimbo Uso comes up. This is where Jimbo Uso was like you want a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, you got to get through me or LA Knight, well, that's what we do with ours. Or you kind of sound very similar and familiar with somebody. But it's where then we got Drew McIntyre's like, I got very angry. Yeah, but now I'm cool. Like, no, settle down, Jay. Like, no, that's not Jay. Like, that's made of a Jimbo. It's where then and the country's like, yeah, you know what? The kid they eat you inside, like just like your brother, huh? Like, and maybe like you would be here right now, or he's there right now. If he perhaps said heat first, and this word then, that's where we got. Edward and Jimmy Uso and probably right back. Like remind you standing here, bro. Like, yeah, you know, this is big bro right here. Like, yeah, this is big Jimbo. Like if I can say yeet, I can say yeet as much as I want. Like I'm like my bro. Like if I he's like yeah, this but it's where the Jimmy Uso point out that like yeah, he has a big opportunity of a lifetime and he's gonna go and he's gonna win it and he's gonna be the championship and he's gonna be punching his ticket like if in order to beat coming this way like you gotta get his punch his ticket and go to Vegas and cash those chips in and get him hey see you ready. And where the Jimbo was like you want he's like, if you want to get like the right Scotsman, if you want to get the main, you want to have a championship match at Mania, you gotta get to me, or even the main event man is where you like you step up or get your ass kicked is where. This is where Jimbo then into the promo thing like you want to go to Mania to him. This is where we got. Where we got, but that's where they got the third opponent that came out. Like the other opponent, which is the Megastar and LA Knight, where they let him getting 2 days over with. Like he's like him, and he was like, and it was like a Jimbo, and he was like, Jimbo and Drew, like yeah, like you inspire me, but yeah, that make me miss the championship matches. If it wasn't for you, Coopers, like I'll probably be the WWE champion. Because he's so put in the whole mall and he got a good eating one. But it's where the LA Knight decided to name it like LA Knight talking about anything in real life in general. He's like the change before I died. Like so I only go in the boys here in Memphis tonight and around the world. Like you know what I mean? It's right in the bottom of my heart. Like it's where like and if there's anything something rises that hits you just but yeah, like it makes you feel good when the mental health, and it makes you feel good with everything, but it don't feel good. Like what he said, like but then I mean, I think if you don't put the effort, like, there's not gonna be the good rewarding like behind the opportunity. Like, but like, however, I did the mountain. That's too high. There's 3 guarantees in this life. Like first one, there's one. Like, and this was like there's 3 things that you don't do. Like what he said. But like you say, like there's three guarantees in this life, and like it's death, taxes, and Drew McIntyre crying like a damn baby. And then this is where fans are cracking up. But the thing is, I'm about to give the second trophy because I already found the number one. But that's what I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do. All I do is cry. That's why then and I put out a fan sign saying like this fan in particular said he was gonna you sounded you saying like shit like he did like he like you know what's up. He's like, and I'm gonna give you something to cry about, boys. Like when you give me the three count just like that, so and your WrestleMania hopes will be dashing. That's how it goes. Of course, that's where we got LA Knight. Then end of the promo saying like, "Oh, I forgot to get my something." Like, and I want to say my name is where he's like, "Mr. Who's game is this?" This is where it starts spelling like LA. This is where LA Knight kind of beat both Jimbo and Drew McIntyre, mostly the Scottish Warrior, like in the. But let's just but let me know in the comment section right down below. Are you ready for this future feud between King Thess and? But this is where we got. Let's move on. We got the triple threat match. I would say I got to admit it was really good. They looked like something that you would watch at a premium live event or even at WrestleMania. Which I'll say definitely gonna get the Bronze Trophy award on my watch. But I'll tell you, the Bianca Belair never gets old. Like when they're doing that KOD onto Piper, I'm gonna have to say that gets probably the fourth place. This is where we got next up. What else happened next? It was this is where we got Jim Bowden went right after the to Drew McIntyre. This is where he hit the uppercut on the LA Knight, but he ends up getting short tackled by Drew McIntyre. Drew starts stomping on the Knight right into a Bolivian into the bottom left side. This is where the fans start booing him. Is the reaction to the former. But this is where we got with the Drew McIntyre through Jimbo right to the upper corner side is where we got a sleeper onto the body Scotch Woods where trying to close out the rush to the bottom corner side. Jimbo then tucks in a Samoan drop, and yes, he is Samoan, which is the perfect farewell gift. This is where we got him tagging in LA Knight, but this is where we got Jimbo then start going for punches and struggle on the LA Knight. But this is where LA Knight ducks, try to hit the jack pad. But this is where we got. But this is where we got Drew McIntyre and got both the baby faces down. Like, but only at the moment is where Drew McIntyre then picks up what's his name? Jimbo Uso. Try to go for an avalanche suplex. And this is where we got Jimbo that throws what's his name? Rich Holland right to the right side. Hit a suicide dive. Then we got Pittsburgh got Megastar himself LA Knight then he got for a baseball sliding kick on everybody. Grab onto the head of Drew McIntyre, hitting repeatedly with until Jimbo tried to go for a right hand, but this way LA Knight countered with a right hand of his own, trying some chops, not chops, just some knockout from the spot where him hitting the thud, which like we saw LA Knight. Excuse me, like which LA Knight started giving a big I guess you could say creepy smile. That's where the LA Knight then dismissed it and then going for submission holds once the partial powerful force and all of professional wrestling came on, which was a commercial break. But once he got done with the adverts, is where I believe Drew McIntyre was in control. But that's where we got Drew McIntyre and send what's his name, Jimbo, right into the upper left side. Then hit him in a standing version of the Falcon Arrow superplex right into the middle of the. It is right here. Drew McIntyre and start toying with the Jimbo, man. This is where he started the knife edge chop, which earned him a number 6 spot. But it's where we got Drew McIntyre try spear. Jimbo, but it's where Jimbo move out of the way. Try to go for a suicide dive. Flying right under the outside is where we got. This is where we got. That's where we got Drew McIntyre trying to grab on to the LA Knight. This is where countered. So hitting him face first, went to right down the announce table again. Is where we got. This is where we got. Let's see what's next. That's where we start going for a chopping war, which I'm not sure if I ever see in 2025 in WWE. But this is the we got Drew McIntyre getting upgraded number 2. Well, number 3 behind him is LA Knight at this time. But this is where we got LA Knight then go for a jackpot power slam after doing a tennis of punches right back and forth. This is where the fan started chanting LA Knight went to the pointed. This is where he hit the leaping elbow. This is where he probably got the win if it wasn't for that meddling Jimbo. This is where then we got Jimmy Uso then trying to help his partner out. This is where a partner. What am I talking about? It's not a tag team match. This is the triple threat. But this is where we got Drew McIntyre that hits a try to go for another body drop. This is where he gets hit right to the shoulders. This is where we got Drew McIntyre go for a camp out. This is where we got. But anyway, this is where we got Drew McIntyre got Jimmy Uso right when he won him needlessly decided to where we got the Jimmy Uso. That's where he goes for right hands where anyway we got what's his name? This is where we got LA Knight to run to the left side, but he gets kicked right in the head because he actually left his head down for long. This is where we got Jimbo go for a super kick. This is where Uso try to go for a top rope. With a huge explanation, this is where he goes for the Uso splash. Maybe we would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for a meddling Scottish warrior that just could not just do things fair. This is where we got LA Knight and there we got control after Jimbo was distracted with what's his name? This is where the LA Knight they try to go for the BFT onto Jimmy Uso. This is where we got a very fun spot where it includes Drew McIntyre. Where we got LA Knight try to go for BFT, but Drew McIntyre hit a Claymore, get a 3-for-1, a 2-for-1 actually, a 2-for-1 to get the 1, 2, 3. Winner of this match and going to be facing Drew McIntyre declares himself as a fourth participant in the men's elimination chamber match. And do you think that WWE made the right choice of doing so? What are your opinions? Let me know in the comment section right down below. I'd like to hear them, but for now, like it just looked very close on what could have been, but it's just that it just happens all the time. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below what your thoughts on the. But yeah, but who do you think is gonna win? Since I kind of got it wrong, like I don't think neither of them. Like I said, this past Monday on the Raw review, it won't seem like it will be like The Rock or Randy Orton in the match, and even Roman Reigns, considering he's selling the injury that Seth Rollins caused. But Amy Priest nearly got interviewed, but this is where he ends up getting by Braun Strowman about him like in his beef with what's his name? Okay, Braun Strowman came in. This is where Damien. This is where then Damien Priest. This is where he like, this is gonna be a triple threat number contenders match. Like in the only person contender, it's you, me, and EO. This is where. But what are your thoughts on to them how to move? And do you think they're doing a perfect job, or did someone have decent? Let me know in the comments. But this is where we got. Let's see. What did happen was. And then they showed the recap of when Kevin Owens then turned his back on his best friend of Sami Zayn and even hit a package pile driver to pay the price, but that did not work. Here's where we got what happened was. That's where we got That's when Kevin Owens then was riding into his rental car in his latest interview. That's where he's like I always thought that we would have, me and Sammy had a big dream match, but the Saudi didn't help me, and then that's when he had to pay the price. You're gonna have to live with it. But this is where we got Kevin Owens and continue yeah, you like Cody like dying in my career, like in like with him just like unprofessionally beat me. You like and Sammy like what made it worse is that you did absolutely nothing. Like you like in the Royal Rumble, like obviously nobody but you rushing the aid of 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 not me, but Roman Reigns, or somebody that's in the corner that's being him leaving him. It was like, yeah, like what he did for me, like it was really nothing. This where then Kevin Owens could tell like you're a horrible friend, Sammy. Like and you're just a completely despicable human being. And this way, like and then he will definitely will not forgive you. Here's where then we got the commentators. Went back to the commentators after he sent his message. And I was doing the dance to George like we're finally gonna get this tease up like for this feud. And do you would like to see this rivalry will finally be revealed like in the next couple months? Let me know in the comments down below on the road to WrestleMania. But this is where we got Joe Tessitore reported that Sami Zayn's out and definitely like in with the nerve damage that he caused from that pile driver because of that. But I think it's something to do with the kayfabe stuff. Like this is where we got this is where we got Akira Tozawa and came out to the ring because he has his match against Carmelo Hayes up next. Excuse me for a moment before I do talk about that real fast. But anyways, I want to point out the stuff like with. But yeah, that's where we got Akira. I forgot to tell you, Akira Tozawa before this match happened. It's where when they were in Nicholas the Ridiculous's office, it's where with Carmelo Hayes like, I'm gonna show you why I don't miss. This where he's like more like an air ball. When Carmelo Hayes got very angry and said, like, "I'll show you an air ball." And I guess that's exactly what he did when they got into this contest. And I was like, kind of makes sense in storyline because like to do this because he was he got this opportunity taken away from him, all thanks to this man, like the man that's formerly known as the NXT champion, Carmelo Hayes. And I'm gonna say this. I'll say the women's match qualified, they'll probably get the blue ribbon and then the bronze trophy to the triple threat men's qualifier. And I'll say the matches that were like silver and gold, which is the here's where Carmelo Hayes. Here's where Carmelo Hayes then took a shot at the kids out there. Like he looked like Cody Rhodes if he'd been stuck in the drive for far too long. And this is where Carmelo Hayes, let me give you a lesson. Like when I shoot, I don't miss. Like, but like the difference between me and John, like John Cena, like difference between me and John, I would have been selected. Like not John Cena, what I'm talking about. Like John, like he would have been selected because they Richie was referring to the Grizzlies, if I'm mistaken. But this is where kids is out no waste no time at all. Which who could blame the Alpha Academy member? Just where he drop kicked him right to the barricade, hit him face first right into to the exact same barricade spot and into the apron. This is where we got Carmelo Hayes, however, didn't hit a shoulder tackle. This is where we got Carmelo Hayes then go for a clothesline, but he kicks him right into the face. This is where Akira Tozawa go for a sliding Hurricane Rana. But yeah, Akira Tozawa like definitely gets golden trophy of the night by staying the airball thing, which was very hilarious. But this is where we got Akira Tozawa then going for a crossbody. This is where we got Akira Tozawa brought him back in the ring and tried to do more offense move, but this is where we got the powerful force and all of professional wrestling came on, which was the commercial break. And this is where once they got done with the adverts, is where we got this is where we got next up after we got done with the adverts. This is where you know the rules and powerful forces in professional wrestling. This is where it was that Carmelo Hayes was right on the tippity top. This is where then he was toying with him, and then he drives him to the right side too. He gets pop up DDT by Akira Tozawa. This is where we got what was happened. It was absolutely. I couldn't agree more, man. But that's where we got Akira Tozawa was like there's one thing, there's one move I need to do once he got back in control, like hitting the flying running attack. This is where he tried to hit the power of Tozawa senton, but Carmelo Hayes moved right out of the way. This is where he goes for a flying hits and face buster maneuver. This is where we got Carmelo Hayes trying to go for a cover with him winking right at the camera. But thing is, like he only got denied going for a kick out of 2 point. Was that 8 if I'm mistaken? Let's see right here. That's where we got. Let's see. We're going to try to go for a power to Zawa. Is where Carmelo Hayes count is where he goes for a backseat, but Akira Tozawa never hit a signature when he counted out of try to go for insecure. This is where Akira Tozawa try to go for a German suplex. This is where we got what's his name? Akira Tozawa pulled a Hulk Hogan by ripping off his shirt. This is where then we got Akira Tozawa then went right up onto the upper right side with him screaming and Yakin is where we get Carmelo Hayes going up for an insecurity. This is where he didn't try to go for a suplex, but this is where Akira Tozawa then counter with some axe handles with him going for a sunset flip. This is where the kid is now trying to go for a pin on the Mellow kick out at 2.7, if I'm mistaken. At the end of sunset flip power bomb is where you got Akira Tozawa and trying to wake right back up, but get up. This is where we got Carmelo Hayes. Then give perfect advantage of the moment of hitting nothing but net right onto Tozawa. Like with him showing that he does not miss. This is where he gets a 1, 2, 3. And Marcelo rear end thought that he was gonna. I would have thought that we would saw like an upset, like whether it's a surprise roll up or them arguing about their stepmom or whatnot. But this is where we got Carmelo Hayes a little celebrating a little bit. And yeah, this is where it gets a red ribbon trophy of the night. I'll say nothing like rewarding, but at the same time, it's something that's filler that'll have you intrigued. And I think this could be the future feud for SmackDown so far, if the move is true, with Akira Tozawa. And do you think it is so, or what's your opinion, SmackDown? Let me know in the comment section right down below. But this is where we got what else happened? This is where they showed Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and CM Punk going at, well, mostly Seth Rollins going at with the likes of CM Punk and Roman. With them mentioning that when Roman Reigns stomped Roman Reigns' head right onto the stem of still there, and the latest status is that they contact the Wiseman of what's the update, but Paul Heyman does not really want to answer that question because it's yet to be confirmed, like what exactly Roman's health issue, like that he has to worry about, like before he can step up back in the ring while he's in kayfabe. And when do you think that Roman Reigns will be coming back? Let me know in the comments down below. But next up, we got the women's Royal Rumble winner from the men's and went to the women's, like because this is where she came out and let and take on the what. That's where like then they were getting. This is where then we got our troop came out. This is where then he came in. I mean, help out, came out kids. I was like, that's like Jonathan, like my childhood. He was like, never get a. This is where then what's his name? This is where he's like, Jay. This is where he gave a handshake and a hug. This is where he's like, Jay, you used to like you, like, are you a king? This is where then Jay. This where then Jay. He was like, well, no, I got one the what's it called the Royal Rumble. This is where then our troops like, oh, that too. That's where then Jay was like, I think you have some responsibility. You need to continue to get. This was like, oh, Akira, he said eating himself. This where then. This is where the Cody Rhodes like, okay, I need sure. I just need to. I need to let you know. Let me know before we compete in our match. Like the ask curiously, but this is where this is where despite like the friendly greets, like yeah, he still says he's not sure, like because like it would be a dream come true if we face him. But same goes like if he did the same for what for it would be the same like with Gunther, and he has some big major beef with the ring general. But this is where we got the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble. Charlotte Flair came in the ring. This is where, with a very long entrance, this is where Charlotte Flair's like, I entered the Royal Rumble on February 1st with 29 other unserious women. And then this is where then he's like, but then there's no way that was going to go over the top rope. Like, even if there was like all of them combined, that's where then he's like, and if I, he was like, I remember the first ever women Royal Rumble ticket, and that's where then Shaw Fair's like, I got, It's like I want to choose my times wisely and feel inspired. So I went to Monday Raw to see Rhea Ripley, and I went to Rhea Ripley to see if Julia would inspire me, like what she's been saying this past Monday. This is where the show was like, but you know, SmackDown. Now I want to see if Tiffany, before she can even say inspires me, this is where she came out because she knows the rules. And on page what's that? Uh, Page 1408 is where we heard her music start playing like it's Tiffy time. And this is where then and that's where Tiffany Stratton was like, all right, first of all, Charlotte, like, I just want to say, like, congratulations, like, and welcome back for serious, honestly, which I believe she was being out of character on that part. But that's where then Tiffany Stratton's like, I don't think there's any other big sharp friend here than me, which I'll say I would double agree on that as well. This is where then she was talking finger. This is where then Tiffany Stratton's like, I'm not sure if they would even survive it. And when you got injured, like everybody cared about you, but not to that. Like the only time they actually, like that's where then she pointed out that like they actually care, but it was only for a day. That's what she basically said. I'm like, dang, like yeah, harsh but true. Like I remember, like for over a year, like they only cared about like that one specific day when she got injured during wrestling. Oscars where then. This is where the Tiffany Stratton's like, but then I came along with SmackDown, and I took WWE in his greatest heights that it's ever been, selling out tickets after tickets. And he's like, and guess who was on top of that? Like, this where you like, yep, you guessed it, me, real quick. And this is where Shaw first started cracking up and chuckling. And like, sweetheart, if you want to speak, all you need is my permission to speak. This was the, and you like you claiming the like any women to be on top, like you'd actually just need to be in line. That's where the Tiffany Stratton's like like I like ever since I've been on WWE television, like everybody been comparing me how I look like that's where the Tiffany Stratton's like yeah, everybody think that I'm the new Shaw Flair. Or some might say I'm want to be Shaw Flair. Like so, why don't you pick me? Like so, like we can so you can settle the score once and for all. Like if letting everybody know that I'm not Shaw Flair. I am Tiffany Stratton. This is where fans start cheering for that. The true Tiffy fans when the fans start chanting Tiffy time, like right after she said it, it's when Charlotte Flair's like, well, she did like when I was in the ring with Rhea, like I saw a kid in there, like, but when I'm sitting in the ring with you, like I see a full complete child. And she was like, and she's begging me like to make me into make her into a star. And she's like, so I'll tell you what, Tiffy, like if you want me to choose you, like you can do one thing for me. You need to get your hands in me and beg me to be your to choose you. Don't think that you. But this is where we got Nia Jackson came out, and this is where I was not expecting what was going to be happening next. Like when she had Candice Williams, this is where she was like we have unfinished business. Like yeah, you heard me right, Tiffy. Like you're going one on one, like for that women's championship that you stole from me about a month ago. So as for you, Charlotte, if you want to become women's champion at WrestleMania, you're gonna have to go through me first, and then this where then Sean Flair's like that show. This is where Sean Flair's like, wow, it just got interesting. Like I guess I'm gonna stick around and watch here the next episode, see what happens. Like, and this is where I believe she had her answer. Like even though she didn't really confirm things, but it's where before she could even can confirm who she's challenged at WrestleMania, that's where we got Alexa Bliss came out because she had her match against Candice LeRae, right? Because she's gonna be she had her match against Candice LeRae and her like in a qualifier match to see who's going to be the third woman to qualify as the as as the participants in the women's elimination chamber match. And let me tell you, this was the golden trophy of the night, definitely second place, like because I just think both of these girls are so underrated, like in their own respective way. Like, I'm like, how come we never seen these two gals like fighting each other before? I mean, when the last time they both were cleared in the same time, they were both baby faces. But sometimes it may have not even matter, like when it comes to putting on some really good matches like this. Like it even had like my sister watching, which she watch every once in a while as well. Yeah, but it's where like but it's where she was also even shocked that Alexa Bliss was back. She was like, "Wow, like when the last time I saw her in WWE, like in the look of her shocked face, like, and this where we got Alexa Bliss and going for." But it's anyway, this is where we get Candice the way through Alexa right into the right side, hit a crossbody. This is where we got. This is where we got Bliss and try to go for a grab, but she ends up getting kneed right into the midsection. This is where the poison pixie to start walking around, saying like she's like a much more better version of the goddess. But this is where Alexa was grab around her neck, STO'd her. It's where she kneed her forward, then go for a torpedo drop. This is where we got Alexa Bliss waiting for get up. This is where she was about to hit the Sister Abigail DDT combo. But this is where we got Candice LeRae slammed her back first. This is where we got Candice LeRae only got a kick out of 2.2. Oh, also, I want to point out that there was some staticking that was going on during this match, and some certain symbol that looks similar to a certain faction that just moved to SmackDown. And coincidence? I I don't think so, but that's a different video for a different day. But it does show that we could be seeing Alexa Bliss could reunite with the faction that dedicated the person that she used to have been partners with, like in her time when she was more of a twisted bliss than she ever been in her career. But it's where we got That's where we got Candice LeRae started going for backbreakers and then kneeing and squeezing, lifting up the head of Candice LeRae. I mean, Candice LeRae doing this to Alexa. I meant to say Alexa Bliss. It just started kneeing her right in the side, but the referee's like, "Hey, like not too much, or you're gonna get DQ'd." This is where she almost did, like at 3.5. This is where we got Candice LeRae. Then grab on to what's his name? This is where we got Alexa Bliss going up on the top rope. This is where she tried to go for a twisted bliss right here, which is their finishing maneuver version of the name. But this is where we got Candice LeRae counter, try to go for an avalanche suplex. This is where we got, but this is where we got Alexa Bliss starting some axe handles right into the back onto Candice LeRae, start spinning her, try to spin her ears like if they're like a human spin tops, I guess you could say. But this is where Alexa Bliss to try to go for the move here, but this is where Candice LeRae then roll out of the ring, only for Alexa Bliss picking her right up, but ends up getting hit with a flattened face plant maneuver right into the right corner side of the hardest part of the ring, which is the ring apron. This is where Candice LeRae was like all the glitter's not gold, Alexa, or might say, or should like all the goddesses are not gold, like she would probably that she would probably rephrasing herself. But this is where we got the most powerful force in all the professional wrestling came on. This is where we got. Here's where we got what's his name? Candice LeRae going for a missile drop kick, going for a cover. Alexa Bliss kicking out at 2.7, if I'm not mistaken. Candice LeRae was like, God, come on. And this is where then we got Candice LeRae was getting desperate on what move to hit, even the inside cradle, but it's where Alexa Bliss then fall right back, start going for inside, which is going to go around and around like if it's a merry-go-round of inside cradles. This is where we got both women got out of each other's what they call trap. This is where we got Candice LeRae going for what they call a shining wizard kick, like whatever it's called, right onto the goddess. This is where we got. This is where what else happened next? It was the poison pixie. Then went trying to go for after hitting the step up in Sagiri. This is where did she hit a what move was it? It was a try to go for well, no, but this is where Alexa Bliss finally got the guaranteed because you know the rules in professional wrestling. Like she tried to go for her first time, didn't work the first time, but managed to get the second time. Get the get that get that let's say twisted avalanche DDT to get the 1, 2, 3, and the winner of this match, Alexa Bliss. And luckily that my brother's TV's not around, or else he will hear me and he'll probably think that And I'm referring to them because it's a voice activated TV. But anyways, but yeah, what are your thoughts on Alexa Bliss's return here on this episode of Friday Night SmackDown in particular? And what do you think what's next for her now that she's in the elimination chamber? Some just tells me she's gonna be it's gonna be similar to like Drew McIntyre, like she's gonna get cost like of winning the chamber match, like in this where they can lead them into a match at the what they call it, at the showcase of the Immortals event. Some say that she could be facing like a future three-time women's tag team champion on the main roster, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, like whenever they beat Bianca and what's her name, Bianca and Naomi. But my opinion, not sure if it'll be a good idea, considering that they don't have no history with one another, or they don't have anything like that look like that they could pair as a team. Like I would say, I'd rather see her pair up, reunite with Nikki Cross or Nikki Bella than bring back her twin sister, which is Brie Bella, like to finally achieve their dreams of winning the women's tag team championship. Let me know about in the comments down below what women's tag team championship match should happen at the grandest stage of them all. But that's where we got. That's where then Chelsea Green then was like, that's where what's the Byron Saxton then started saying if you win like in this rematch with me, Chin. But this where then she's like no, it's win, and that's gonna lead me. Oh, no, qualifier. No, it wasn't. It was a qualifier match. It was a qualifier next week. That's where Chelsea Green is like, and then once I beat them, again, I'm gonna go to right off the sunset, get WrestleMania, where I become double champ first ever, which I was like, she's kind of making because she forgot that certain man that turned to a mom. So I wasn't sure like if she's very pleased, which I won't be surprised if she goes on social media tomorrow and make a response to that. But of Chelsea Green saying that, but it's where then what's her name? B Fab was like, speaking of elimination chamber, like you won the elimination, you eliminate me at the World, like yeah, like you but I'm gonna get some redemption. I'm gonna take you out into the qualifiers, and then you're not gonna make it to the elimination chamber. That's where the meet is like, yeah, no, yeah, nor you're gonna be Women's United States champions because that's going because that's gonna be mine. This is where it's like that's not gonna, they just start calling them two nasties, little nasty, like she's that certain sassy Southern girl or whatever they call her. But this is where then we got but this, but this is where we got what's her name? This is where we got Zelina Vega's like, well, like since I'm on SmackDown now, I should keep my eyes on that women's tag team championship. I mean, I'm not the women's United States championship. This is where the Chelsea Green's like, where's the good security where I need it? And this is where she started freaking out, like, I get these nasty poison those gutters out of my face. And but let me know down in the comment section right down below about that. And let me know in the comments of the what's versus the Candice Ray match. And do you think that bout was a silver trophy or a golden? Honestly, give me your honest opinions down below. But let's move on to the next slide. It's really got some pretty good, cool signs with the Yeet Mania and Chelsea Green's president. Cody Rhodes is I'm Cody Rhodes' biggest fan, and about Michael Cole and Michael Cole versus Uncle Howdy and stuff like that. But that's where we got a little vignette of the Street Profits, like with them saying, like, what? Like, you, like, Young Mo say Machine Gun, think you're really going to win the tag team championships? And this is where they showed them when they whacked Chris Sabin in the back. This was like, most we wouldn't be in a position right now if you didn't get our opportunity away. And this is where the Street Profits yeah, but DIY all days and nothing. Like every time we get close to the tag team title, like somebody just want to decide to show up, like somebody wants up here out of nowhere, and somebody just want to screw us over. Like, well, no more of that nonsense. And this where this like you can finally say this like we're gonna get around this thing. And this is where Montez was like, whoa, whoa, like he loved that passion of energy. This is where he's like, I love it. Like I see, like I know it. With them looking like a couple of angry gothic, angry gothic Catholic Catholic guys, I guess you could say. But this is where Montez Ford did like how many how many brothers in the tag team going to turn on each other because the grass is not greener on the other side. And then this is where it is like, so that's very sad. And that's where then they said they always been together with them handshake. This is where Montez was like, and then we're gonna stay together, and and then this violence is gonna be televised. Like, and he's like, I'm gonna have God mercy on your soul because we want that smoke. And I'm like, man, like Montez Ford, like just knows how to talk. Like he just have that voice. And also, I was like, I'm hoping for a WrestleMania main event showdown with the Prophet member, but this is where we got Byron Saxton was in the backstage locker room interview with the guy that got screwed out of body thanks to the Street Profits. That's where the that's where Alex was like, we had you're right, Byron. We have things to process everything. Prophet, like if you think it's your backyard, yeah, like you're standing in the middle of it, you go, we'll get you out. Like it's where the Chris Sabin and that saying that we're gonna be number contender for the WWE title. It's where we got those scars. I was like, no, like you, like you. Like you don't have enough. Like y'all should be number one contenders. Like y'all already have y'all's match, and y'all did not win. Like y'all should just let it go. And that's where then Chris Sabin's like, well, like you got a lot to talk about on us. What about you? Like when we where y'all at when we need y'all the most to take it to take care of the Pretty Deadly and DIY. He was like, and when we need you to step up, like what y'all do, like y'all just walked out on us and chicken out. That's where they said, like, yeah, you need to take it. Y'all can take the like y'all just quickly got out of the kitchen. Like so, if you want some heat now, this is where the Electro Lopez, like, oh, you want some heat? You were talking about heat now. This is where the Santos Escobar's like, yeah, like up. This is where the what's his name? Santos Escobar's like, yeah. It's what it is. Like again, like Chip Off the tag for no reason. Like and then he like and I bet they feel guilty for taking this for no reason. Like but how about like if y'all were angry, like and like but look at them two frustrated guys. Like and if you want to fight boys, like you can get it. So and the next 7 days be prepared. And I'm like, I think they're already prepared in just 7 seconds after you just told them that. But anyways, then we'll be seeing the Motor City Machine Guns against Old Cigars. Who do you think is going to win that match? Let me know in the comments. And I think that we're going to be seeing the Profits will be, or not Profits, I mean, the Motor City Machine Guns try to get the revenge onto the Street Profits. Winner of that match gets DIY for the WWE Tag Team Championship. And I think the Street Profits are now tweeners because they attack both the babyface Motor City Machine Guns and the heels of DIY. So I guess that's my best way to assume it. But what are your thoughts onto the matter, like about this? Like, do you think this is a perfect thing to bring back in the tag team championship picture? And I sure hope the Street Profits do win the tag team because it's been way past due since the last time they were tag team, all the way back from 2021. Like 4 years ago, since the last time they were tag team champions. I think it's been a long time for them to finally get their due. But this way we got a qualifying match with Naomi against Chelsea Green, like which is next week, along with Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest, and Braun Strowman in the next number one contender triple threat match. But they also showed that we have a women's championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. And winner could possibly face the off against Charlotte Flair. Who do you think that may be? Let me know in the comments. Hopefully it will be her. But that's where the Damian Priest was in the vignette saying, like, I'm not going to be taking his backseat position, for no reason, especially when they don't know their rear ends. And Damian Priest then added on to his vignette like that. But it's really showed Braun Strowman and was like showing his unstoppable side, just beating the help out of his opponents and running into a very dangerous spot. That's when the show Jacob Fatu they're gonna beat his ass for post. And that's when it shows like these two dangerous men are gonna be ripping each other's head off in order to try to get this fifth place spot. But next up, we got the main event of the evening because we got the main event. Yeet Master himself was heading out to the ring because when there's something that has something to do with the main event, he's definitely gonna be there. But this is where we got. But this is where we got what's his name Cody Rhodes eventually came out. This is where they waited for the wait for the rest of the family came out. This is where it started things off with Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes, with Jacob Fatu just completely manhandling the poor American Nightmare. Then it hit a senton. Then we then we got Jacob Fatu was like, yeah, like, I'm just letting your ass know, like you don't mess with someone like me. And this is where he started spearing him, ramming him right to the bottom left side. When the partial powerful force and all the professional wrestling, the commercial break came on. This is where he got him. This is where we got Cody Rhodes trying to grab him right to his own corner, but he ends up getting tagged by Tama Tonga. This is where he started some attacking. Till he tags him, Jacob Fatu, starts smashing right to his head. And once they got done with the partial half bird, this is where they're still beating him up because uh, they must be a because the powerful force must be a huge fan of these guys. Because this is where he's not in the uppercut. This is where we got Cody Rhodes and hit a big right hand right into the face onto Jacob. This is where he didn't really feel a thing. This is where he tried to go for a back suplex. Cody Rhodes flip right out of it. This is where we got Jacob Fatu, then try to chase after Cody, which he went right to the bottom right corner side. He ends up missing him just by an inch. This is where he tried to grab onto Cody. But Cody kicks him right off. Manages to tag in the main event Beat Master himself. Like if they're still the undisputed tag team champions back in 2023. That's where they got Jey Uso starting some right hands, like if his own cousin, the People's Champ, and also the final boss, The Rock, with him hitting him a big, heaviest punch in the level. This is where we got main event Jey Uso try to go for a kick right to the midsection onto Tama Tonga. This is where he had to step up into gear. This is where he rip off the shirt, do it to the crowd. This is where we got Jey Uso did the ooh so running hip attack right onto the head of Tama Tonga. This is where we got. This is where we got what else happened is where after you run a hip attack, you only got denied a kick out of 2.4. This is where they got Jade and wait until what's his name? Tama Tonga to try to go for Coda and he ducks out of it, hit his signature move, the back suplex neck breaker. He probably got away with it itself if it wasn't for his meddling werewolf cousin that came in and attacked him. This is where we got Jake. This is where Jacob Fatu hit a super kick on the Jey Uso when Cody Rhodes was trying to even the odds that the referee wouldn't let him, like for some referee. Even though like if he got in the ring, he would have been risky. Like if he want to get out in the next fight, it would be DQ'd. But this is where then we got, and we end up getting the super kick on him. This is where we got Tama Tonga. But this is where we got Tama Tonga. Then went right back into this where then what move he hit? Like he hit the toboggan, he hit the snapmare clothesline, which only got him a 2.1. That's where he's like, yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever that sound he makes. That's where then he double Irish whips Chaser. Is where we go for a double clothesline. That's where we got what else happened is where we got Jacob Fatu. He's got some turns of hitting some stomps and the rest moves. That's where we got Jacob Fatu. He was like, come on, we own you now. Like you have nowhere else to go. This is where we got. This is where what else happened is where This is where then he started continuing to cackle. Tomaton, this is where he tried to go for some more drop, but Jey Uso countered. This is where he tried to go for cooldown, but this is where Tomatonga thought of safety, knocking each other out. This is where then it like those two certain guys over at the other company when they were main event their highly profiling pay-per-view. But this is where we finally got tagged with Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. Cody Rhodes was triple degree fuming with flames. This is where then you get the big old hot tag. This is where he goes for for some comeback maneuvers, including hitting the disaster kick, a kick in the gut, and then a drop. What they call uppercut. Then a double dip springboard Cody cutter. Like from the turnbuckle to the bottom ropes is where Cody will try to go for a pin. But one even pin helped Jacob Fatu got up by lifting Cody Rhodes up, and this is where even the commentator was shocked. Like, it's highly impossible to kick out of a one count of Cody's signature. But Cody Rhodes then kind of felt this like if he just did like the disaster kick rather than the cutter, where that's normally kind of like the finisher when it comes to comparisons. This is where we got Jacob Fatu. We're right to the corners where he tried to tag in Cody Rhodes. This is where he tried to go for a splat. This is where you got Jacob Fatu hitting head first right to the top of the post. And where Tom tried to come in and think he was slick by going for a surprise roll-up at 2.2. This is where we got a This is where we got Cody Rhodes right in the upper right side. This is where we got Tom trying to go for the tag, but he ended up getting booted right into the face. This is where Cody Rhodes going up right in the top rope. This is where we got Cody Rhodes then right to do a top rope. But then where Jacob Fatu pushed him out of the top rope. Like when the referee wasn't looking, this is where the referee looked, he was down. This is where we got Tomatonga hit a jump up, pop up DDT. This is where we try to go for a pin. But this is where Cody Rhodes immediately kick out at 2.3. This is when Tomatonga, like, there's no way, like, he could kick out that maneuver. It's where to try to go for a much more easier maneuver. This is where we got. But this is where we got Cody Rhodes. And what else happened? And then we got Jey Uso, then help out with Jacob Fatu with a super kick, follow that up with a suicide dive right onto the werewolf, his werewolf cousin, let me rephrase that.
Is this yours?
No, this is yours, Birdie Bird.
Oh.
You want it, Birdie? Okay, this is where we got Cody Rhodes and hit the crossroads, get the 1, 2, 3. Winner of this match, both Cody Rhodes and main event Jey Uso. And yep, you heard me before, and I'm gonna say it again before I close out this video. It's definitely gonna be getting the golden trophy of the night. And yeah, this is where then the shocking twist of the event happened, which because for a little bit, like I was wondering since like we haven't seen this absent wrestler in a month, then came back like I was wondering like what's he's gonna be doing on the road to WrestleMania. It seemed like we're gonna see what exactly he's gonna be doing for the Elimination Chambers though, because he went up to Cody Rhodes, he spiked him right into the throat, and it was none other this hoodie man is none other than Sol Sikoa, like with him like revealing himself. This where the it's also called that, yeah, I forgot about Cody. I'm like, really? Like, you're really talking about? It's like you're really gonna, you're really just gonna just go after him of all people. Like even though maybe they need something for him to do, I can't really blame him on that to put him in the program with the American Nightmare. But the thing is, like, he already lost to him like a couple of times, like back at last SummerSlam, and then back at last year in the steel cage match on SmackDown, which I believe was like the week after the premiere, or was it that the premiere, like on the USA Network or the returning USA Network, wherever that was. What are you looking for? Your phone?
Yeah.
I think you still had it like out there. I think so, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. But anyways, Assassinators, that was basically your Friday Night SmackDown at the end, like from the beginning to the end, I should say. The only thing I I did not get is why they didn't make Drew McIntyre's uh, SmackDown move trade into the from the window was like making more of a shock or a surprise. Even though, like I said before on my video, like everybody been reading and watching things on the internet, but still, like I don't make don't they don't like would encourage like the to keep the. I'm not sure if it would be a good idea to tolerate like anything that's. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to encourage like the or yeah, encourage themselves of giving what the fans they want in this way. Like I guess the people on the internet, like with these speculations, like they should not just make it look like if it's just any other, like if it's like any other, let's say like any other time, like if he already been on SmackDown for quite a while, for an example, for this for this move to SmackDown and even Drew McIntyre even mentioned it on his promo, saying like he was very ticked off, like because it all started with LA Knight exactly not doing the plans, like for him, like into the elimination between him, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre. It took him like an extra minute, like just to go to plan because like I don't know what the exact reason was it took him so long, but I think he got distracted with Logan Paul or something, like because they were doing like a revisiting feud in a way. And yeah, I think that's about. I think yeah. Other than that, like it was really good. Like we got things built for Shaw Flair versus Tiffany, which we all know that Shaw's gonna go after the women's championship on SmackDown, and we also gonna know Tiffany's gonna win next week on Nia Jax. They're making sense in story like with Nia Jax saying like we have unfinished business, and you should put that title on the line. We also got some more intriguing uh what they qualifier match for wrestlers on SmackDown along with Raw. And let me know in the comments below who's gonna be qualifying next in the women's elimination chamber to see who's gonna face possibly Rhea Ripley at this point, let's be honest. And for the men's WWE Championship, like for Cody Rhodes, because we all know that the elimination chamber qualifier is going to be for him because we all know Jey Uso's going after for Gunther, and he even made it clear to Cody that he's going to go after to the. I mean, he didn't make it clear that way, but he gave him a hint, like saying like he has a long heated history with the Ring General ever since he became a main event Yeet. Yeet mastering single star, I guess you could say. And also we got a mini feud, even though it's kind of cringy with Akira Tozawa. If he stand on SmackDown against the A Champ and so much more, like we got something to look forward to. Like it's just so exciting. Like in this SmackDown, like in a while, like for being a post show SmackDown before, I mean right after the Royal Rumble, I have not never thought that SmackDown could be this good. Like despite the last couple of weeks, but yeah, it actually did. And like they didn't make it too much of a big deal. Drew McIntyre's move on SmackDown though, so I'm gonna give it a 4.5 for now. And I sure hope that you assassinators enjoyed the video. And if so, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button and considering to hit the subscribe and the post notification bell for more of my SNA videos. And please make sure to check out both my wrestling and football news, which I'm gonna talk about both tomorrow, where I'm gonna be talking about the wildest and intriguing football news stories and transfers and wrestling news stories, rumors that you assassinators need to know. On the football side, we got ESPN, while on wrestling side, we got, I'll say, Fightful Select article, along with AEW Collision, because yeah, that's because it's gonna be Saturday night, and I'm trying to see who's gonna be fighting. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to figure that out as soon as I get done with this review video. Do with this video, and I'm gonna wish y'all all assassinators a wonderfully great night, and I'll see you next time with some more SNA content until you meet again. Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye-bye, my assassinators. Y'all take care and have a magnificent and phenomenal Friday night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the afternoon. Peace. And stay good to yourself.